Alright, welcome back folks as we're getting ready here for game 2 of the doubleheader between the post-22 Hardhats and the Sheridan Troopers, where the Hardhats lost their first game of the season of a final score of 8-6. The Troopers, as we take a look here in the lineup, not a lot of things have changed, but some new names here in the lineup, as Jackson Reeder at second base will be the leadoff hitter. Following him will be shortstop number 13, Blaine Hunt. Batting third at first will be number 7, Wyatt Reeder. Batting fourth in left field will be number 2, Kane McLeod. Batting fifth at DH will be number 21, Josh Elder. Batting sixth, playing center field, number 8, Bridger Karn. Batting seventh, playing right field, number 40, Braden Staper. Batting eighth, playing third will be number 20, Reagan Koskin. And batting ninth, playing catcher will be number 12, Reese Palmer. And Broden Sales on the mound. And starting pitcher here for Sheridan will be Griff Switzenberg. As we're just hopping right into it. So Jackson Reeder, as he will be the first batter here for game 2 of the doubleheader. First pitch comes as this one's going to be high and inside. That will count it for ball 1. As Jackson Reeder in last game, as he did not get a hit, that fielder's choice with a few groundouts, flyouts, and lineouts. As that last pitch goes for ball 2. Switzenberg, the right-hander. Pitch comes to Jackson Reeder. This one down low for ball 3. 3 pitches in, all 3 for balls. So the 3-0 pitch. Switzenberg, this one will go down the middle here for a strike. So a 3-1 count. Jackson Reeder, who also led off in the last game, as he will take this next pitch, ball 4, for a walk to first base. So a leadoff walk. This will bring up the shortstop Blaine Hunt, who had 2 hit by pitches last game. The shortstop here for the Hardhats. So Jackson Reeder with his leadoff on first. Here is Hunt. As Switzenberg. First pitch as Hunt went for it, and that one will be called for a strike. 0-1 count. Wyatt Reeder on deck as they throw this one fast over to first. And that one in safe is Jackson Reeder. 0-1 here to Hunt. Here is Switzenberg. Pitch comes. This one's swung on by Hunt. He got a piece of it. This one will be up and away for a foul ball. So only 2 pitches Blaine Hunt has seen. Both are strikes, the last one being for a foul ball. As Switzenberg on the mound, as he will take a quick step off here. Jackson Reeder was getting a little bit more on his leadoff as well on first. So ready back here following the step off from Switzenberg. A peek over again at first. As this call, pitch comes, swung on by Hunt. This one is a high ball into right field. This one is still going back off the wall. Runners will advance as he will now get the throw in, as they're going to hold Reeder on third. So that's a double for Blaine Hunt. Well hit ball into right field.
First baseman.
So Blaine Hunt will get his first hit on the season. So Wyatt Reeder, he will come in now, first baseman, with a runner in scoring position. For Wyatt in his last game, he had 2 doubles, a walk, and a ground out. Also had an RBI and scored a run. Waiting here on the first pitch for his first at-bat here of game 2 of the doubleheader. Switzenberg, the righty, as first one. This one will come outside for ball 1. Steps back into the box. Switzenberg has his call here from his catcher. Pitch comes, Reeder drills this one, just goes foul there on that first base line. And that one dribbling into deep right field. And the catcher here for Sheridan is Will Greer. He's having a quick talk here with Switzenberg. So they will wrap up that talk with a 1-ball, 1-strike count here to Wyatt Reeder. No outs in the top of the first with Blaine Hunt on second and Jackson Reeder on third. The righty here in the windup, getting ready to pitch, comes. This one outside for ball 2. 2-1 count. Both of the ball pitches going outside from Wyatt Reeder, the left-handed hitter. Switzenberg delivers. Reeder swings. This one into left field. That's a great hit. And he's going to bring in both runners off of the left field wall. And that's going to be a 2 RBI double for Wyatt Reeder. And the Hardhats are up 2-0 early here in the first inning.
2 RBI double for Reeder brings up left fielder number 2, Kane McLeod.
So Kane McLeod, he comes in with no outs and with Reeder on second base. For him in the last game, he had a total of 3 RBIs, 2 singles, scored a run, and had a ground out and a fly out. As Switzenberg deals the first pitch, this one goes down low for ball 1. And Wyatt Reeder with a lefty hitting into left field. 1-0, Switzenberg pitches off. This is swung on as McLeod got a piece of it, up and high for a foul ball. So 1-1 here is the count. To Kane McLeod, the left fielder, with Josh Eller, the DH, on deck. And with Wyatt Reeder on second base, following his 2 RBI double, they're going to throw it back to him. This one squeaks away from second. Reeder's going to take off to third, the throw, and he is into third. So the pickoff throw trying to go to second, an error, and Reeder advances to third. So with the count here to McLeod still at 1-1. As Switzenberg has his call from his catcher. And Greer. Pitch comes. McLeod swings. This one is into right center, and it's still going. It's caught. Reeder will tag up from third, and that's going to be a sacrifice fly. And it's 3-0 Hardhats. We saw this happen last game, an early lead.
Number 25.
So sack fly will go to Kane McLeod for the first out of the game.
Designated hitter.
As Josh Eller will come up to the plate, as he played catcher in the last game, being the designated hitter here. He went 3 for 4, 3 singles and 1 ground out. And the first pitch he will see, this one comes pretty close to him. Now will be counted for as ball 1. So the 1-0 count. Next pitch comes. This one, ball 2. This one escapes, hitting all the way to the backdrop for ball 2. No runners on bases. With 1 out, following the sacrifice fly from Kane McLeod that brought Wyatt Reeder in to score. Next pitch comes as that one in for a strike on Elder. Switzenberg, the 2-1. Pitch comes. Elder, a hard hit ball. This one scooped up by Phillips, the second baseman, throws over to Phillips, the first baseman, for the second out here in the inning.
Center fielder number 8, Bridger Karn.
So Bridger Karn, the center fielder, he steps in to the box here. In the last game, he was batting 9th. He had 2 walks and a strikeout. And the first one he sees, this one drops low. That one, ball 1. 1-0 count for Karn. Switzenberg with the second pitch in for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs in the top of the first, and a 3-0 lead for the Hardhats here. All 3 of their first hitters getting on base as Karn hits this one to the third baseman. He picks, scoops, and throws to first, and that will be for out number 3. So, Hardhats coming up with an early 3-0 lead. It was a walk-off. Sorry, it was a leadoff walk from Jackson Reeder, and then followed by a double from Blaine Hunt, and then a 2 RBI double from Wyatt Reeder that made it into a 3-0 game. 2-0 game at that point, and then came the Cloud with the sacrifice fly, which brought Reeder in to make it 3-0, and then the ground out from Elder and from Bridger Karn. So Broden Sales will see another left-handed starting pitcher for the Hardhats in Game 2. Broden Sales so far this season, 2 innings played, a 0-0 record with 1 walk to 5 strikeouts with an ERA of 0s. For Broden Sales, we'll take a look here at Sheridan's lineup, as their lineup didn't change very much either. So the leadoff hitter will be their catcher, number 21, Will Greer, followed by their first baseman, Blaine Phillips, who hit the 3-run home run to help secure the win for the Troopers in Game 1 of the doubleheader. Batting third will be shortstop, number 2, Tanner Hamrick. Batting fourth is center fielder, Gage Rogers. Batting fifth at second base is Dom DeStefano. Batting sixth at third is Torrey Phillips. Batting seventh in right field, Owen Matthews. And then batting eighth will be the pitcher, Griff Switzenberg. Batting ninth will be Gunnar Lamb into left field. So that is the lineup looking here for Sheridan. And Greer in the last game, as he had a single, a walk, a strikeout, and a line drive into center field. So Sales getting the southpaw warmed up, as Reese Palmer will be the catcher for this game, as Josh Elder was for the last game. Sales, who DH'd in Game 1. So lefty. And we'll take a look here for the Hardhats defense. First base, Wyatt Reeder. As second base, Jackson Reeder. Shortstop, Blaine Hunt. Third base is Reagan Koskin. In left field is Keenan McLeod. Center field, Bridger Karn. And in right field, Braden Staper. So that's what the Hardhats defense will look like. So Greer will kick things off here for the Troopers, as Palmer and Sales will have a quick talk here on the mound. As Sales, as he gets his adjustments ready, looks down the middle, gets his call from Palmer. And the first pitch, Sales, this one will be down low for ball 1. 1-0 count to Greer, the catcher. 1-0 pitch comes. This one up high, ball 2. So both Broden Sales and Declan Mickley entering these 2 games had an ERA of flat 0s. And hopefully both can improve on their strikeouts, as here comes the next pitch. That went in for strike 1, as Mickley finished Game 1 with 5 strikeouts, all swinging, as we've only seen Negebauer and Koskin pitch the others. So we saw Staper and Schroeder later in the game in Game 1. Here is this next pitch in for ball 3. So Greer, the leadoff hitter, facing a 3-1 count. Sales delivers as he went for the bunt but missed, and that will be in for strike 2. Full count for Greer. Broden Sales trying to put away for his first hitter here of the game, as he gets the call from Palmer. Here's the pitch, swung on. This is a ground ball, squeezes by Reeder into center field, and that will be a single for Will Greer. And Sheridan starting off on the right
Up
foot
to
for
bat
him.
for the Troopers, number 16, Blaine Phillips.
So Blaine Phillips, who had a heck of a game one, he went 2 for 4. He had a single, he had that 3-run home run, and he had that ground out. He also pitched in the final 3 innings of that game to secure the 8-6 win for the Troopers. So Sales, first pitch, this one squeezes through the legs of Palmer. That's a wild pitch as runner will advance to second in Greer. Right through the wickets of Reese Palmer as Sales wants an exchange of balls. So they will swap that out. So he takes a gander at second base where Greer is posted. Look down the middle. Phillips, the first baseman, the left-handed hitter. Pitch comes, swung on. This one is going to Wyatt Reeder, the first baseman. It's going to be a foot race. He slides to tag the base, and he gets him. So Reeder, a smart play. He will slide in to tag first, and that will advance the runner to third.
One out for the Troop. Up to the plate, shortstop, number 2, Tanner Hamrick.
So Hamrick comes to the plate. In the last game for him, he had a strikeout, a walk, a ground out, and then that fielder's choice for the shortstop. First pitch he sees, swings and misses for strike 1. So the runner on third and Greer for the Troopers. And with 1 down, here's the 0-1 pitch. This one comes down low. Palmer can't find it, but it's right under him. And that will hold Greer off on third. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Sales gets his feet where he wants them on the mound. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This one gaps in again. That will be an RBI single for Tanner Hamrick, and Sheridan is on the board.
RBI single for
now.
Tanner Hamrick. Now up to bat, number 4, center fielder Gage Rogers.
So Gage Rogers, he will come in now to hit the center fielder. For him last game, he had a walk, a single, and a pop-up and a line drive. So 3-1 the score now. As Sales, the first pitch that comes, this one is going to be up high. Rogers was showing for a bunt as Reagan Koskin, playing third base here in game 2, was sneaking up. As we saw Brixton Steen play third base in last game. On deck for the Troopers is Dom DeStefano. So Sales here, the 1-0. Pitch comes as another bunt show, but he won't take action. That will be for strike 1. So you look over at their coach on third base, giving them the call sign. The leadoff for Hamrick on first. Here is Sales. Delivers, runner takes off, swing and a miss for strike. Palmer, the throw to second. He gets him. So they get him stealing. An impressive throw from Reese Palmer behind the plate. So that takes the runners off the bags. And now the count at 1-2 here for Gage Rogers. And Jackson Reeder making the catch there on second and getting the tag. So the 1-2 count now with 2 away. Sales the pitch, swung on, fouled on, and into the netting. Count will stay at 1-2. Sales looks at Palmer, has a sign, delivers. This one down low for ball 2. So a 2-2 count. In the top of the first inning, bottom of the first inning, 3-1 the score. Next pitch comes in. That one for ball 3. So full count here for Gage Rogers, the center fielder. After Tanner Hamrick had an RBI single, which brought Greer in to score from third, and they got caught stealing to get the second out here in the inning. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled, and they'll go at it again. Sales likes the pitch called here that Palmer offered, as this one is high and up for ball 4. So that's the first walk here that Sales has allowed today.
Ball 4 brings up number 1, Dom DeStefano.
So DeStefano will come in. He played catcher last game. He is playing second in this game. He had a ground out, a walk, and a fly out. So the runner back on first here for the Troopers. And Sales looks the runner on first. Pitch comes, bounces in the dirt. Palmer the throw, Reeder the catch, as he is going to be in safe. So they get the runner over there. Rogers steals. And the 1-0 count here for DeStefano. Sales looks at second. Has the pitch in his hand. As this one is going to be in for a strike. So Sales evens it to a 1-ball, 1-strike count with 2 outs and a runner on second for Sheridan. In the first game, the Hardhats had a 3-0 lead, which was later tied by Sheridan in the 3rd inning. And this one's going to pop out of the glove of Palmer. He's going to throw to third. Koskin makes the catch, but he will be in safe. So the 2-1 count there. Now with Rogers in scoring position at third to a 2-1 count. And then later on, the Hardhats in the last game when it was 3-3 when Sheridan tied it. In the 4th inning, they made it a 6-3. And then Blaine Phillips changed that to a 7-6 game, which was later in a final score of 8-6. Last pitch goes in for ball 3. 3-1 count here to DeStefano with Torrey Phillips on deck, who is playing third base. Sales has the pitch. It comes. This one's going to get away. That's going to be a walk. And one runner will come in to score. So 3-2 is the score now.
Scores 3-2. Up to bat.
As Gage Rogers.
Number 3, Torrey Phillips.
And Torrey Phillips now up to the plate. In the last game, he went 1 for 3, a single strikeout and a ground out. So Sales takes a second here off the mound as he returns to it. Now just a 1-run lead for the Hardhats in the bottom of the 1st. Sales pitch comes. This one down low, ball 1. To the 1-0 count. Looks straight ahead at first. Sales looking back and forth. He's going to go to first on the pickoff try. He had a few last year where he was successful. He had the most successful pickoff attempts last year on the Hardhats squad. So still the 1-0 count here to Torrey Phillips. And pitch comes. This one is in for strike 1. Sales evens it up. Again, staring at the first base. Pitch comes, swung on. This is a ground ball. It's going to be picked up here by Reeder. Throws to Wyatt Reeder. And that'll be the third and final out here in the first inning. Both teams getting multiple runs on the board, where the Hardhats lead
3-2 lead for the
3-2.
Hardhats in the middle of the second.
As I will jot this down really fast. So in that inning for Sheridan, Will Greer started things off with a leadoff single. It was followed by Blaine Phillips, who had a ground out to Wyatt Reeder on first base, where he got the ball and then dove to tag the base to get him out. Then it was followed by Tanner Hamrick, who had an RBI single. Then later on, he was caught stealing to get the second out in the inning. And then Gage Rogers, the fourth batter, was walked, got a stolen base, and then advanced off a wild pitch to score and run. And then DeStefano there, who walked, and Torrey Phillips, who grounded out to second. So Switzenberg will remain on the mound here for the Troopers. And the three due up here for the Hardhats will be right fielder number 40, Braden Stapert, followed by third baseman number 20, Reagan Koskin, and the catcher number 12, Reese Palmer. As Stapert, this will be his first at-bat of the season, as well as Koskin. So Switzenberg done with his warm-up pitches, as Stapert will walk in. He played in the last game. He
Up to
pitched
bat
one
for the
inning,
Hardhats, number 40, Braden Stapert.
as he let up
Right
the
fielder.
3-run home run from Blaine Phillips. As Switzenberg, the first pitch comes. This one will go for ball one. That one also going through the legs of the catcher in Will Greer. Stapert with a 1-0 count. Switzenberg, the next pitch comes down the middle for a strike with a 1-1. Switzenberg, the righty, deals off. Pitch comes in again for a strike. Back-to-back pitches for strikes. A 1-2 count. As Switzenberg, this one delivers outside for ball two. So leadoff hitter in the second inning is Stapert, facing a 2-2 count. Pitch comes, swung on, dropped, as they will run it out. The throw over to first, as that will be for out number one. And now Reagan
Now
Koskin
up for
to the
the
plate.
Hardhats, number 20, Reagan Koskin, third baseman.
So the drop, third strike there from Stapert. As Koskin, his first pitch he sees will go for a strike. As we've seen Koskin on the mound, and Palmer on deck. The 0-1 pitch comes, swung on. This one is drilled through the third baseman into left field, as Koskin will single. This one actually is going to squeeze past the left fielder, and he's actually going to go to second. So that'll be a single with an
Now
error.
batting for the Hardhats, number 12, Reese Palmer.
As we have a quick time here from Switzenberg and Greer to have a quick chat. So Reese Palmer, him and Elder have split time catching. He has a .500 batting average, a .667 on-base percentage, having one hit, one RBI, and one run for him on the season. A junior to Central High School. First pitch, Palmer will see. He's going to bunt. This one is going to pop up into the netting. So that'll be for an 0-1. We haven't seen a bunt yet today. This is game 2 of a 3-game series between the Sheridan Troopers and the Post 22 Hardhats. Game 1 was finished. Game 2 currently and tomorrow at 11 a.m. Mountain Time against Sheridan. 0-1. Switzenberg with Koskin on second. Pitch comes. This one drops in for strike 2 here to Palmer. No balls, 2 strikes. A look down the middle here for Switzenberg. Koskinen still remains on second. Pitch comes up high. Palmer stays back and lets that one go for ball one. A 1-2. Koskinen, also a senior, on second base. Griff Switzenberg on the mound, the right-hander. The 1-2 pitch, this one coming close to Palmer as he moved out of the way. As that will go for ball two. And then we go on deck, Jackson Reeder. We go back to the top of the order. Switzenberg, the 2-2 pitch. This one down as this one dribbles a little bit away there from Greer. But Koskinen will hold on second. So Palmer went from 0-2 now to full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, only 1 out in the top of the second. 3-2 lead for post 22. Switzenberg waits for the pitch. And it comes, swung on by Palmer. That one is going to be a foul ball to the right side. Palmer not done with his at-bat yet. Here is Switzenberg, waiting for his call for Greer, as he will get it. And the 3-2 pitch comes. This one is down low and outside, ball 4. As Palmer walks, that puts runners on first and second.
Walk to Palmer brings up second baseman number 3, Jackson Reeder.
And Palmer, that's the second time that he has walked this season. And we're going to see a manager visit here on the mound, as Jackson Reeder is brought back up to the plate. So with Koskinen on second and Palmer on first following the walk. As Switzenberg and the infield will talk about things on the mound. So the discussion has come to an end. Jackson Reeder, who on his first at-bat walked and scored a run thanks to his brother with the 2 RBI double. So, following the mound visit, Switzenberg on now to Reeder's second at-bat of the game. Looks over to Koskinen on second. Pitch comes. This is bunt well placed. Third base. Beautiful. That is a single, and bases are loaded here for post 22.
Bunt by Jackson brings to plate number 13, Blaine Hunt, shortstop.
A bunt single, and now this pulls up Blaine Hunt. He doubled on his first at-bat, also coming in, scoring a run from that Wyatt Reeder RBI double. First time bases have been loaded here in this game. Switzenberg, first pitch to Hunt, swings on it. This one is going to be a ground ball. Throws to second. The throw to first is not in time. So that will bring 1 run into score. As fielder's choice happens there.
With 2 outs, it brings up first baseman number 7, Wyatt Reeder.
So Koskinen comes in to score. A courtesy runner is in for Reese Palmer at third. Wyatt Reeder with a 2 RBI double on his first at-bat. So with a 2-run lead again here for the Hardhats. With 2 down in the top of the second. First pitch he sees, this one at knee level. He'll take that for ball number 1. Switzenberg looks both at third and first base. Takes another peek over at Hunt on first as Hunt takes off. Pitches in for a strike. The throw to second, not in time. Runner comes into home to score. And he will And it's still loose. Hunt rounding third. He puts on the brakes. So Grady Barclay, the courtesy runner. So it is now 5-2. As that pitch there on Reeder went in for a strike. So Blaine Hunt on first base went to go steal. The throw to second was cut off as Barclay was running in from third to home, and he scored. As that pitch there will be for a foul ball. So 1-2 here for Reeder. Then Barclay came in to score. The throw was cut off. Thrown to home. Went all the way to the backdrop and let two in. So 5-2 the score now for the Hardhats. 1-2 pitch comes to Reeder. This one outside. Gets away from him as here comes Blaine Hunt off the wild pitch, and it's now 6-2. Hardhats here in the first inning. So 6-2. 3 runs scored so far here in both the first and second inning. Reeder with 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Next pitch he sees this one on that top left corner for ball 3. Full count for Wyatt Reeder. Gets ready here for his pitch from Switzenberg. Here comes Reeder, hard swing. That one hits the umpire. It's going to squeeze on through. And so that's just going to be a single. A hard hit ball. The ump tried to get out of the way. And I got a piece of him.
Single by Reeder brings up left fielder number 2, Kane McLeod.
So here comes Kane McLeod, who had the sacrifice fly on his first at-bat, which brought Reeder in a score to make it 3-0. So Switzenberg trying to pick off Reeder on first, and he's in safe and sound. Still with 2 outs here in the top of the second. As Switzenberg, first pitch comes to McLeod. This one will go down for ball 1. So 1-0 count for McLeod, the left fielder for the post-22 Hardhats. Here's Switzenberg. Delivers. This one outside, ball 2. So the 2-0 count. Kane McLeod with Wyatt Reeder on first following his single. They got a piece of the umpire. And the 2-0 pitch. Reeder takes off to second. The throw is not going to get him. So Reeder will steal second. As that was also taken for ball 3 for McLeod. With Josh Elder on deck. As Switzenberg delivers. This one outside. Ball 4 taken for Kane McLeod, and he will walk to first.
Designated hitter, number 25, Josh Elder.
So the third walk allowed on the day for Griff Switzenberg. And now this will pull up the DH, Josh Elder, who grounded out on his first at-bat. And Switzenberg, first pitch. This one drops low. Ball 1. Here's a 1-0. Switzenberg waits his call from Greer. Looks to Reeder at second. This one was close to the elbow. That one taken in for a strike, so 1-1 count. And Switzenberg holds still at the mound. Looks at both base runners. Pitch comes down low, throws to second. Reeder safe. Ball 2. Reeder had a little bit of a lead off there. And Greer quickly zipped it across to second base. And he slid in safe. 2 balls, 1 strike here for Josh Elder. Switzenberg the pitch, this one inside again, ball 3. We've already seen bases loaded once. That was on that fielder's choice from Blaine Hunt. Got the runner out in second from Reeder. Hunt was safe at first. 3-1 pitch. Elder swings this one, high fly ball into center field. Under it is Rogers, makes the catch for the 3rd out here, and that will do it for the top of the 2nd inning. Hardhats get 3 runs in that inning as they make their lead 6-2.
Middle of the 2nd.
So runners Reeder and McLeod were left on base. As Broden Sales returns to the mound. Leadoff hitters for the Troopers will be right fielder Owen Matthews, followed by pitcher Griff Spitzenberg, and then the left fielder Gunnar Lamb. As we'll take a look here at MLB scores.
I know. I know.
Get it pulled up. So we have some final scores. The Yankees defeating the Baltimore Orioles 9-4. As the Blue Jays defeat the Twins 11-4. As the Cubs come out with a shutout 2-0 over the Diamondbacks. The Brewers defeat the Nationals 4-1. Pirates putting on a beating to the Cincinnati Reds 17-7. Cleveland Guardians defeat the Athletics 14-6. As the Marlins also getting a shutout, they defeat the Phillies 4-0. The Astros beating the Red Sox 6-3, and the Rays defeating the Giants 5-1.
Right fielder, number 7, Owen Matthews.
So Matthews So Sales here, the first pitch to Owen Matthews. He didn't play in game 1 of the doubleheader, and the first pitch will come in for a ball 1. Sales the lefty. 1-0 pitch comes. This one is up high, ball 2. Two balls, no strikes. Sales pitch to Matthews. This one bounces in the turf before it gets to Palmer for ball 3. A new ball given here to Sales. Sales, who walked 2 batters in the first inning, engaged Rogers and Don DeStefano. .3-0 count. Hardhats have a 4-run lead in the bottom of the 2nd. Sales pitch. This one up high. 4 pitches, 4 balls for a leadoff walk.
Walk to Matthews.
For Matthews.
Pitcher, number 6, Griff Switzenberg.
So the pitcher comes in, and Griff Switzenberg. We did not see him perform as well in game 1 of the doubleheader. So Sales has his pitch call here from Palmer. A look to Matthews on first. First one comes in here as a strike. First strike thrown here in this inning. 0-1 count. Sales, another look. Southpaw zips one. This one is hit. Blaine Hunt scoops over to second base. The throw to first. The double play. And the first double play here of this series.
Brings to the plate, number 8.
And a 6-4-3.
Gunnar Lamb.
So that puts 2 runners away. Here comes Gunnar Lamb, the left fielder. In the last game, he went 1 for 3. He had an RBI single, He had a walk and a ground out, also had a run. So the first pitch here, Sales has to offer him, will be in for a strike call. 0-1. Sales. Next pitch is in again for strike two. 2 pitches, 2 strikes for Mr. Broden Sales. The starting pitcher. Looking to put this inning away. Next pitch comes. He gets a piece of it for a foul ball. Still remains 0-2. Sales has the call from Palmer. It's delivered, swung on. This is a ground ball picked up by Koskin at third. The throw to first, the bounce, caught and played, and out from Wyatt Reeder. So 3 outs, the big double play there from Blaine Hunt to Jackson Reeder to Wyatt Reeder. So this will still remain a 6-2 lead for the Hardhats entering the third inning. We'll take a quick short break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back for the start of the third inning. So Bridger Karn will start the third inning here for the Hardhats as he grounded on his first at-bat. And the first pitch here from Switzenberg in for a strike call. 0-1 to start off the inning. Next pitch comes. This one trails outside for ball. A 1-1 count. Switzenberg kicks and deals. This one outside again, ball 2. Quick 3 pitches there to Bridger Karn, facing a 2-1 count. Switzenberg shakes off 2 pitches, and third time's the charm. Here's the next one. This one is in for strike 2. So with Braden Staper on deck, followed by Reagan Koskin. And the 2-2 pitch comes to Karn, swung on, got a piece of it. That'll be a foul ball. Stays 2-2. As next pitch, fouled on. That would have been a good hit, would have stayed fair, but it just goes foul. The 2-2. Switzenberg deals this one as that one is taken outside for ball 3. So Karn, the leadoff hitter in the third inning. Switzenberg deals, swung on high up in the air. That one out of the field and in the parking lot for a foul ball. 3-2. Karn takes a second here outside the box, adjusting the flow. Switzenberg, the full count pitch, shakes off one. And the next one comes swung on. This one into center field. It will drop, and that's a single for Bridger Karn. So a leadoff single will get it done for Karn. And that pulls up right fielder Braden Staper.
Up to bat for the Hardhats, number 40, Braden Staper.
Staper, who had that dropped third strike on his first at-bat. First pitch comes, he sees, he swings. Picked up by the second baseman, he drops it, and that will be an error. So Staper will go to first. And that will put 2 runners aboard here for
Now up to
the
the plate,
Hardhats.
number 20, Reagan Koskin, third baseman.
So Koskin comes in here. But before that, it will be a quick talk here between Greer and pitcher. Koskin, who had a single on his first at-bat. Look back at second. Pitch comes in, this is going to be bunt. As that one's thrown, as that will be there. So advances the runner there for the sacrifice bunt.
Sack bunt brings up number 12, Reese Palmer.
Reese Palmer comes in. He walked on his first at-bat. With Karn at third and Staper at second. And the pitch comes. Palmer lets that one slide for ball 1. 1-0. Here's the next one, swung on, popped up high in the air as third baseman calls for it and he will make the catch. So a pop-up puts 2 outs here. And now pulls up Jackson Reeder.
Now batting for post 22, number 3, leadoff Jackson Reeder.
For Jackson Reeder, he had a walk on his first at-bat and then a bunt single. So with 2 down with runners on second and third in the top of the third. 6-2 lead. Pitch comes in, a swan on. That one right on that first base as he will just do it himself and Blaine Phillips. And that will do it for the top of the third inning. Hardhats, no runs scored in that one. So we'll take another break here on Hardhats TV. We'll be back for the bottom of the third inning.
Up to bat for the Sheridan Troopers, leadoff, playing catcher, 21, Will Greer.
So back to the top of the order here for the Troopers. Greer is 1 for 1, who singled on his first at-bat of the game. Burning Sales remains on the mound here for the Hardhats, entering the bottom of the third. First pitch comes. This one's just going to go a little outside. Ball 1. A 1-0. Sales delivers. This one down low. Ball 2. As Sales getting a little warm in here. Getting the shoulder going. Here comes the next pitch. This one down low. Ball 3. 3 pitches for 3 balls. So we started off the last inning as well with Owen Matthews. As Sales has the call. Here's the pitch. That one in for a strike. So 3-1 now. Sales, who has walked 3 batters here so far in this game. Next pitch comes. That one in for strike 2. Greer thought it was going to be for a ball. It looked like he was ready to throw the bat, but full count we go. Sales has the call. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Will Greer.
First baseman, number 16, Blaine Phillips.
So Blaine Phillips will come in as he is 0 for 1. He had a ground out. So Sales looks at first where Greer is placed. Here's the pitch. This one is up high, ball 1. Sales just trying to figure out if they'll bite or not here on the first few pitches. And here's the 1-0. This one down low as Palmer could have found it there for a second. Found it eventually, and the runner holds on first, but for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. A runner on first from the Will Greer walk. Here's the pitch. This one down low, a little outside, ball 3. Same thing like we saw in the last at-bat. First 3 pitches, all 3 for balls. Then it followed with a full count. Greer with his leadoff of first. Sales. Here's the pitch, as that one is in for a strike. Phillips stays patient here, now facing a 3-1 count. And the lefty, the pitch comes. This one bounces out of the glove. That will be for a walk. So back-to-back walks. Sales has let up.
Walk to Phillips. Brings up shortstop, number 2, Tanner Hamrick.
So Hamrick will come in now as we will see Coach Downs as he will come to the mound here for a visit. So we see some pitchers in the bullpen. We'll see if this is it. Downs is just having a quick talk with them. Following back-to-back walks. This will pull up Hamrick, who has an RBI single already here in this game. So Sales will be still in the game. Downs just giving him a quick pep talk. A new era. Just his 3rd game coach for the Hardhats this season for Coach Downs. So Hamrick will step into the box. Greer plays in front of the runner on first. Sales the first pitch here. And a bunt show. This one is going to be placed well. Sales the pickup, throws to first. It draws him off the bag. Jackson Reeder was there, so a bunt single puts the bases loaded here for the first time for the
Hammer
Troopers.
closes the bases. Up to bat, number 4 center fielder Gage Rogers.
So Gage Rogers, he will come in now. He walked on his first at bat, also having a stolen base and a run. So bases loaded, no outs in the bottom of the third. Still a 4-run lead for the Hardhats. As Sales gets ready here. First pitch. This one is in for a strike, as that one just kind of bounced off of Palmer. No runners advance. Oh, 1 count. Sales gets the call after staying there. Here's the pitch, swung on, foul ball. 0-2 to go. No balls, 2 strikes. Bases loaded, no outs. With Rogers at the plate. Here's Sales' pitch. Swung on and miss. It's dropped. That will just be a strikeout. So the first out there of the inning.
Up to bat, second baseman, number 1, Dom DeStefano.
So DeStefano will come in now. He walked on his first at-bat of the game. Sales has the pitch from Palmer. Delivers this one, squeaks through the legs, as that will bring a runner in to score off the wild pitch, and runners advance. So it's now 6-3. It's the 1-0 there. Bottom third, still plenty of game left. As Sales gets adjusted here on the mound. Runners on second and third now, first base open. As this is swung on, a foul ball, all that third base line. So ready, even Steven, 1-1. One down. Following the strikeout from Rogers. And here's the next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 2. 1-2 count here for Dom DeStefano, the second baseman for Sheridan. On deck is Torrey Phillips, the third baseman. Sales here. Waiting for Palmer's call. He gets it. Pitch comes, 1-2, outside. So 2-2 now. And Sales will get the pitch that he wants. 2-2 comes. Swung on. Hard hit ball. This one is Hunt, as he will throw to first, as that will bring a run in to score. So 6-4. That's just the second out here.
RBI for DeStefano brings up left fielder, number 5, Axel Momberg.
So Torrey Phillips comes in. Ground out on his first at-bat. So the lone runner on third. This one is swung on. Picked up and underhanded throw to Reeder for the third out. But that was actually Axel Malmberg. So that will do it for the third inning, as 2 runs scored for Sheridan.
Troopers score 2, bringing the score 6-4.
So 6-4. So for the Hardhats, the leadoff hitters are going to be Blaine Hunt, Wyatt Reeder, and Kane McLeod, the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. So the arm on the mound, I believe, is number 8, Gunnar Lamb. So Blaine Hunt will take some practice swings before he is ready, and which he is now. So Gunnar Lamb pitching now for Sheridan, which was once a 4-run lead, is now split to 2.
To the plate for the Hardhats, shortstop, number 13, Blaine Hunt.
Hunt, who had a double and a fielder's choice. So Lamb, the first pitch here in the inning. Hunt will swing. This one is going to stay fair. Bounces to the pitcher. He throws to first, and he will get him. So first pitch with 1 down.
Out at first, brings up first baseman, number 7, Wyatt Reeder.
As Wyatt Reeder having a double and a single today, also tallying for 2 RBIs. As Gunnar Lamb, first pitch to Reeder. He's going to watch this one all the way through. That will fall for a strike. 0-1 count. Lamb, the delivery. This one counted for strike 2. So Reeder will stay patient. No swings on the first 2 pitches that he has seen. Lamb, the windup. Delivers. Reeder, hard hit ball. This one into center field. It will drop, and that will be a single.
Single for Reeder, brings to the plate. Left
Goes
fielder,
3
number
for
2,
3 here
Kane
today.
McLeod.
And now pulls up McLeod. A sac fly and a walk for him this evening. With only 1 out following the ground out from Blaine Hunt. And Lamb, the pitch. Reeder takes off to second. Pitch, the throw, and Reeder is caught stealing. So 2 down. No runners aboard for the Hardhats. So now both teams have had 1 runner caught stealing. So an 0-1 count. Comes up to McLeod. He takes a swing. This one for a foul ball. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Pitch comes. This one outside, ball 1. So a 1-2. Lamb winds up. This one outside, ball 2, as the chest pad in front of it was Greer. As he will fix a quick strap here on his shin pad. So the 2-2. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled. That one deep right. Still a 2-2. Lamb winds and delivers, as this one will go for ball 3 and will escape. So full count with 2 down, and with Elder awaiting to see if he will bat or not. Here's the pitch, 3-2 swung on McLeod, another foul ball. That one is deep and right and out of play. A few foul balls here on this at-bat for McLeod. Here's the next pitch. Swung on, this one into left field. This one is going back, and it's going to hit the wall. So McLeod rounding first as the throw will come in. That will be a double for Kane McLeod, facing a
The
full
double for
count.
McLeod brings to the plate
And that will be for his first base hit here of game 2 of the
number
doubleheader.
25,
So
Josh Elder.
here is Elder. 0 for 2 today. He was 3 for 4 in game 1. So McLeod on second. 2 outs. As Lamb gets the call. Pitch comes inside. That one down low for ball 1. A 1-0. Look back to McLeod on second. Pitch comes, swung on Elder, line drive, dropped by Phillips, the first baseman. He can't pick it up. He'll underthrow. It's caught, and Lamb will touch the bag. So that'll be the third out here to do it for the top of the 4th inning. Still 6-4. Hardhats have the lead. We'll take another short break, and we'll be back here for the start of the bottom of the 4th. All right, we start the bottom of the 4th. Sales remains in
Starting
for
the bottom
pitching.
of the 4th, up to bat for the Troopers, number 7, right fielder Owen Matthews.
So Matthews comes in, first at bat, walk. As Sales, first pitch, Matthews sees, he swings, got a piece of it for a foul ball. So the 0-1. Sales shakes off the first pitch Palmer offered. Next one comes, this one will go for ball 2 and just got a piece of Palmer's glove. Hit the outside part. So Sales, state champion in football for the St. Thomas More Cavaliers. Ball 2 for a wide receiver for the Cavaliers. A few of the players on the Hardhats team winning that state championship for STM. Sales, next pitch comes, this one on the top right corner for ball 3. So 3-1 count. Bottom of the 4th, still a 2-run lead for the Hardhats, 6-4. Matthews, the leadoff hitter. Sales the pitch, this one down low, ball 4. So his second walk of the game.
Walk to Matthews brings up number 6, Griff Switzenberg.
Switzenberg comes in. On his first at-bat, he hit into the double play, which was the 6-4-3. With Matthews on first. Sales look over on first base. A bunt show here. Koskin creeps up as Sales will take a step here off the mound. Still a 0-0 count. Sales. Pitch comes. Try to go for the bunt. That will go for a strike. 0-1. Another look here for Switzenberg off to the side. It's the call from his coach. Matthews does as well on first. Sales set on the mound. Quick throw to first. And safe on the pickoff. No balls, one strike. Runner on first with no outs. Next pitch comes, Swan on. Right to Koskin at third base. Throws to second. The throw to first. Safe. So then they get one out. Robbed of the double play. And the fielder's choice.
Now batting, number 8, Gunnar Lamb.
So Gunnar Lamb will come up. 0 for 1. Had a ground out. Sales the first pitch he has to offer. Swan on. This will be a foul ball. Sales will have a new ball here in the glove. Look down to Palmer. Has the call. Here's the next pitch. This one up and high. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner on first. Sales shakes off the first one. Likes the second. Runner takes off from first to second. That's going to be Swan on as Palmer can't find it. That one creeps behind him. So the runner will go to second in Griff Switzenberg. So 1 ball, 2 strikes here to Gunnar Lamb. Sales in a standoff at the mound. Getting ready here for the next pitch. Comes Swan on, fouled off. Stays 1-2. Will Greer on deck for the Troopers. Sales waiting as a quick time called here from Lamb at the box. Trying to slow things down here. Here's the next pitch. Swan on. This one into right field. Stapert is under it, but it's actually caught by Reeder. As that will be for out number 2. Runner holds on second.
Now batting for the Troopers, leadoff, catcher, number 21, Will Greer.
So Greer comes in. A single and a walk on 2 at-bats today. Sales waits with Switzenberg standing at second. His lead off in a quick time here called by Greer. Greer back in the batter's box. Sales the pitch comes. This one will go for ball 1. That one bouncing out of the glove of Palmer. Sales on the mound. Waiting for the call. Looks over to second. 1-0 pitch comes. This one in for a strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 down in the bottom of the 4th. Sales again waiting. Has his call. 1-1 pitch, Swan on. This one a high fly ball. This one into center field. Karn is under it. And Karn will make the catch for the third out here. And that will do it for the fourth inning. And the leadoff hitters for the Hardhats going into the fifth inning are going to be Bridger Karn, Brian Stapert, and Reagan Koskin. We'll take a short break and we'll be back for the start of the fifth. So getting ready here to start the fifth inning, Bridger Karn. 1 for 2 today, a single and a ground out.
Up to bat for the Hardhats, center fielder, number 8, Bridger Karn.
So Karn into the box. Gunnar Lamb still on the mound here for Sheridan. As the righty will deliver. First pitch swinging and missing is Karn for strike one. 0-1 start off, followed by Staper and Koskin. The three due up for the Hardhats. As Lamb will call for a quick meeting with Greer. Karn will take a second here to recoup. Oh, 0-1. Karn back in the box. Here's Lamb. The right-hander delivers. Pitch is in for strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. First 2 pitches here to start the fifth inning. Lamb the step into it. This one will travel outside for ball 1. A 1-2 count. Lamb kicks and deals. Swan on. Karn, this one squeezes past the first and second baseman as he will get for his second single of the day. And that puts a leadoff single.
Now to bat, right fielder, number 40, Braden Staper.
Staper on his last at-bat got a single off an error. So Karn at first. Lamb. Quick throw to first. Karn saw that in time. He returns back. The leadoff for Karn on first. Lamb, first one here to Stapert. He'll let that one go outside for ball 1. As manager Downs gives a sign. Lamb, pitch comes. This one is in for a strike on a Stapert. That was inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lamb has his pitch ready to go. Looks in the corner at Karn on first. Pitch comes. This one, strike 2. Stapert holding back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's Lamb. Throws to first. Karn slides in time. Lamb ready again. Staper facing a 1-2 count. Pitch comes, he gets a swing onto it. This one into right center. That's going to be for a base hit. And that puts runners on first and second for the Hardhats.
Now hitting for the Hardhats, third baseman, number 20, Reagan Koskin.
So here comes Koskin, who has a single and a sac bunt so far for him tonight. As Stapert popped that one just high enough to go into shallow right and center, right in between the two. So Lamb, the first one coming in here to Koskin. He tried to go for the bunt. That'll be counted for as a strike. 0-1. Back in the box goes Koskin. Here comes the pitch. Try to go for another bunt, but he holds off on this one. It was a high for ball one. 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. Runners on first and second here for the Hardhats. On deck, Reese Palmer, the catcher. Here's the pitch as that one dropped in the strike zone. Koskin really trying to find another sac bunt that he can get. But now facing 2 strikes. Koskin ready back here in the batter's box. Here is the pitch. This one inside. That one counted for as ball 2. The decision wasn't made very fast. 2-2. Lamb swung on. This one foul ball to the right side. Still 2-2. Here's the pitch, swung on, another foul ball in the same spot. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back foul balls. For Reagan Koskin, the third baseman. Try not to get an out here. Gunnar Lamb on the mound. Waiting for the call, he gets it from his catcher in Greer. Pitch comes, Koskin swings, this one right into the gap of right center. That one is trickling, and as here comes one runner from third, as that is Karn, as that'll be an RBI double. And the Hardhats now make it a 7-4 game.
RBI double brings up catcher, number 12, Reese Palmer.
An RBI double from Reagan Koskin as Bridger Karn scores the run, pulls up Reese Palmer, the catcher. A walk and a pop-up here in tonight's game. Still facing no outs. Lamb's first pitch, this one in for a strike. With Jackson Reeder on deck. Lamb ready for his next pitch. It comes. Down low for ball 1. Palmer staying patient. With a runner in scoring position with no outs. Next pitch he sees, he swings. This one into right field. It is caught. Stapert will tag up from third. The throw is not going to be in time. So a sac fly makes this an 8-4 game here for the Hardhats. The runner advanced from tagged up from second. So one
that
down.
That sac fly brings up second baseman leadoff Jackson Reeder.
So Jackson Reeder, he comes in, a walk, a bunt single, and a ground out. And Lamb the pitch, swung on. Reeder, this one into left field. This one is caught, tagging up from third. And he comes in, the throw is off as Koskin scores. Another sac fly, make it 9-4. And the Hardhats improving their lead. The sac flies keep coming here for the Hardhats.
RBI sac fly brings up number 13, Blaine Hunt.
So Hunt comes in, a double, a fielder's choice, and a ground out. With 2 down, now a 9-4 lead in the top of the 5th inning. Lamb's first pitch swung on and missed for strike 1 for Hunt. As Hunt back into it, back in the box. Here's the pitch. Swung on. This is a dribbler that will go foul. So an 0-2. Reeder on deck if he gets a chance here for his next at-bat. Hunt back in the batter's box. Lamb, the right-hander, deals outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lamb has his next pitch. Swung on, a hard hit ball. This one into right field. Diving catch was made. Oh no, he dropped it. The umpire says he caught it. So it's a catch, and that'll be the 3rd out. A little confusing. So that will do it for the top of the 5th. Matthews making the catch. The Hardhats coming away with a few runs, now having a 9-4 lead. We saw 2 sac flies from Reese Palmer and Jackson Reeder, which both brought in runs from Reagan Koskin, Braden Staper, and Bridger Kern.
Hardhats, number 99, Brady Lee.
So Brody Lee will come in as he will make his post-22 Hardhats season debut in the 5th inning as Broden Sales' night has come to an end. As Lee, a right-handed pitcher, as the Hardhats have had a few lefties that they have been reliable on the last few years. Sales and Mickley being one of those two, being both. So the leadoff hitters for Sheridan. I believe it will go back to the top of the order. They'll go Blaine Phillips, Tanner Hamrick, and Gage Rogers. They'll go the 2, 3, and 4 hitters. So Lee getting his final touches in with Palmer catching before they get this bottom of the 5th started. So Brody Lee finishes his
Now batting for the Sheridan
warm-up
Troopers,
pitches.
first baseman, number 16, Blaine Phillips.
So Blaine Phillips comes in. He has a ground out and a walk today. So Palmer quickly chats it up with Lee before they both split. And Lee, the first pitch for him, as he is hurled, waiting here for Palmer's call, as he will get it. Here's his first pitch. This one is in for a strike. A little bit of heat on that one down the middle. Lee again gets ready. Phillips didn't swing at that first one, waiting to see if Lee has anything better. Here's the pitch. This one is inside, ball 1. So 1-1 count. Phillips back into the batter's box. Lee squares up. Delivers the 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Lee again. Hunched over, looking to see what Palmer wants. Has it. Here is the pitch. Swung on. This one right to Blaine Hunt, the shortstop, throws it across. Reader plays the bounce, and he will get him. So a ground out for the first out here in the bottom
Batting
of the
for
5th
the
inning.
Troopers, number 2 shortstop, Tanner Hamrick.
So Hamrick, as he will come in. He's been on base twice with a RBI single and a bunt single. He was also caught stealing back in the 1st inning. So 1 down following Phillips, the leadoff hitter, with his ground out. Lee is next batter. Pitch comes, swung on. That one is foul ball on the 3rd base line. It was very, very close. The home plate umpire calls it a foul. So Hamrick will take a few practice swings outside the box. And Lee looking. He's found it. The 0-1 pitch comes, swung on and missed, strike 2. With 2 pitches, 1 being a foul ball and 1 swing and a miss. Lee looking to finish with Gage Rogers on deck. Lee. Pitch is in, swung on, got a piece of it, fouls it. Still remains no balls, 2 strikes. Lee waiting. Palmer gives him the sign. Lee nods. Here's the pitch. This one down low for ball 1. Brother Lee also being one of the members on the St. Thomas More football team that won the state championship in 2025. Before the baseball season. So he shook off the first call. He liked the second one. The 1-2. Lee delivers. This one he's going to hit him in the back. So a hit by pitch. That will put a runner here on first.
Hit by pitch brings up to the plate number 4 center fielder, Gage Rogers.
So Rogers will come in. A walk and a strikeout for him today, for the center fielder. With a runner on first, they'll give him some time after taking that one from off his back. Lee takes a look over on first. As the pitch he wants, delivers. This one up high, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. With Hamrick taking his lead off first. He looks over at Wyatt Reader. Holding still, here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up high. Palmer ditches the mask. He is under it, as that one might have lost it a little bit there in the lights, but for a foul ball. Both Palmer and Reader going to support. So that puts the count to 1-1 with 1 out and a runner on base. Hardhats still having the lead. It's 9-4 in the bottom of the 5th inning. So Lee waits here. He gets set on the mound. So he looks down. Has his call. Takes a quick look over on first. Double takes. Lee, pitch, swung on, fouled off into the netting. So the 1-2 now. Lee kicking the turf there on the mound, getting his feet where he wants them. Looks over back at first. Hamrick with his leadoff. And Lee's pitch as he is going to actually step off. So he'll take a second after stepping off. A runner on first there. Lee's been keeping an eye on. Here's the pitch, swung on. This is a ground ball. Hunt throws to second as the throw to first won't be in time. So that will be the second out.
Force out at second brings the second baseman, number 1, Dom DeStefano.
So here comes DeStefano. A walk and a ground out. Also having an RBI. So Lee will take a second here. DeStefano, the second baseman today. For game 2 of the doubleheader, he was catcher in the first. Game 3 of the series tomorrow at 11 a.m. as Lee's first pitch goes for strike 1. That game will be streamed here on Hardhats TV. First pitch in for a strike. Lee again looking back over on first. And a quick time called here by the batter. So Lee gets ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Is in for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 5th inning. Takes another look down the middle. Palmer gives him what he wants. Shakes off. And a quick time here called. So he takes another look here at the runner on first for Brody. Here is the pitch. Swung on, foul ball. Now right to the man on deck and Torrey Phillips. So Lee will get a new ball here following the foul. 0-2 remains. Another look over on first. He'll wait. Here's the pitch from Lee. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. The first strikeout for Brody Lee. So that will do it for the 5th inning. We go to the 6th. We'll take another break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back. So a new pitcher for the Troopers and Tanner Hamrick. And Wyatt Reeder will be the leadoff hitter. 3 for 3 today, 2 singles, a double, and 2 RBIs.
Up to
His last
bat for
at
the
bat, he got caught stealing.
Hardhats, first baseman number 7, Wyatt Reeder.
So Hamrick, first time we see him pitch here in both games today. First one comes, this one will drop in for a strike. Starts off 0-1. Hamrick, the windup. Pitch comes. That one dropped, but just high of the strike zone for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hamrick hands one over. That one outside for ball 2. Reeder hasn't swung at all 3 pitches yet. Here's the next one. Takes a swing. This one is high up in the air. Shortstop is under it. He can't find it. They don't know where it is. That one's landing into left field, and Wyatt Reeder will happily take the double as the shortstop did not know where that one was. He lost it up in the sky with the lights. So Reeder will go to second base, and now that will pull up Kane McLeod. So McLeod will pull up.
Number 2, Kane McLeod.
A sacrifice fly, a walk, and a double. He got the double on his last at-bat. Hamrick the pitch. This one in for a strike. 0-1. Waiting for his next call from Greer, the catcher. Reeder hands on hips on second. Here's the pitch. That one drops in for strike 2. Had a little drop on that pitch. McLeod let it sit. So 0-2. Hamrick. The 0-2 pitch. Swung on this one to the shortstop. He picks it up, throws to first, and he'll get there. So that will move Reeder to third and puts one out
Batting
here
for
on
the
the board.
Hardhats, designated hitter number 25, Josh Elder.
So Josh Elder comes in, 0 for 3 for game 2 of the doubleheader, with Wyatt Reeder on third. Hamrick, first pitch. Elder backs up. That would take it for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Hamrick's next pitch. This is swung on a hard, but it will just go foul. So 1 strike, 1 ball, 1 strike. Elder back into the batter's box. Reeder on third base. Pitch is up and out. Ball 2. Draws the line on home plate. His feet where he wants them. Hamrick delivers. This one is going to go for strike 2. So Elder now facing 2 balls, 2 strikes. Hamrick, the windup. It comes. Elder gets another piece of it. Fouls off. Only 1 out following the ground out from Kane McLeod, which advanced Wyatt Reeder to third. So a quick step off the mound there from Hamrick. Elder returns back into the box. The 2-2 pitch. Hamrick delivers. Swung on this one right to the second baseman as he will throw that to first as Reeder will come in to score. It's now 10-4.
Now batting, number 8, Bridger Karn.
So Bridger Karn comes now. Karn 2 for 3 with 2 singles. And The first pitch, that one goes up for ball 1. Karn back in the box. Hamrick's next pitch comes, swung on. This one is past the second baseman. That's for his 3rd single of the game. And he will hold on as now this will pull up Braden Staper.
Now up, right fielder number 40, Braden Stapert.
So Staper got a single the last time he was up with Karn on first. Here's the pitch. That one goes for strike 1. So Karn with his leadoff from first. Here's the next pitch. It comes, swung on a miss for strike 2. 0-2 count with 2 outs in the top of the 6th. Hardhats having a 10-4 lead. Hamrick waiting. A quick look over on first. The righty delivers this one up high. Gives him the first ball here in the count. Staper ready for the next pitch. Hamrick on the mound. This one is going to go for ball 2. A little hesitant was Staper. Didn't know if he wanted to hit it or let it go. Made the right choice and let it. 2-2. Hamrick on the mound. Here's the pitch. As that one catches him looking for out number 3. So that will do it for the top of the 6th inning. Hardhats extending their lead to 10-4. We'll take another break here on Hardhats TV, and we'll be back for the start of the bottom of the 6th.
Now batting for the Troopers, number 5, Axel Malmberg.
So Axel Malmberg comes into bat, the leadoff hitter for the bottom of the 6th. Brody Lee still remains on the mound here for the Hardhats pitching-wise. So Lee, righty, first pitch here. Swung on a miss for strike 1 as Malmberg, left-handed hitter. So it'll be 0-1 count. Lee holding, lifts the leg, pitch comes as this one travels outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike for Malmberg. Lee waiting, gets his call. Here's the pitch. This went down low, almost getting a piece of his knee. So ball 2. As Lee hit Hamrick for the hit by pitch back in the last inning, the 5th. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Lee delivers, Swan on, fouled, and puts it to 2-2. 2-2. Malmberg, final touches in here before facing a 2-2 pitch. Brody Lee on the mound. Has his call. Here's the lift of the leg. Pitch comes. Swan on. This one's fair ball down the third base line. Left fielder is going to run to get it. Run around in first as that will be a double.
Double for Axel Malmberg.
Double for Malmberg.
Now batting, number 7, Owen Matthews.
So Matthews, 2 walks today on his 2 at-bats, with Malmberg at second following that double. Just trailing along that third base line. Lee looks back to second. Here's the first pitch. Swan on. This one into right field. That one drops. Stapert is there as runner rounding third. Actually, he will put on the brakes, so puts runners on the corners.
Base hit for Matthews.
With no outs.
Now batting, number 6, Griff Switzenberg.
So Switzenberg comes in. Last time he was up, a fielder's choice. As Palmer giving a call sign here quickly to his infielders. Possible bunt here. Switzenberg, who was the starting pitcher for the Troopers in Game 2. Lee. First pitch, this one in for a strike. So the 0-1 count. As Lee will look at the runner on first. Sees the leadoff that he has. The 0-1 pitch comes. Swung on and missed for strike 2. For Griff Switzenberg. Also having a stolen base on his last at-bat. The 0-2. Lee will look to first. He'll look at third. Waiting. Here's the pitch. This one just a bit outside for ball 1. 1-2. Braley looking to put this batter away, trying to get the first out here in the bottom of the 6th. Look over again at first. Braley's pitch. That one down and outside, ball 2. Two-two the count. No outs. With Owen Matthews on first and Axel Malmberg on third. Now the pitch here to Switzenberg. Swung on and missed. It's dropped. The throw to second. Hunt the tag. Waiting, he gets him. So they get 2 outs on that. The runner holding on third. So it was a strikeout from Switzenberg.
Sheridan Troopers,
And
number
the throw
22,
to second
Formseth.
to tag Matthews out. So 2 down, runner on third. As Lee has what he wants. Here's the pitch. As he will wait. As this is Peyton Ormseth at bat. 0-1 count. Lee has his next pitch ready. Throws. This one pops up out of the glove, and Palmer just gets there in time to get another piece of it to prevent it from rolling away. So that will go 1-1. Lee another look down. Palmer with the call sign. Malmberg with his leadoff from third. Lee's pitch comes, swings and misses for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Malmberg still on third. Armseth at bat. Lee has it. The 1-2 delivery. Swung on, got a piece of it, fouls it, stays alive. One, two, a new ball given here to Lee following the foul. One more out, then we go to the 7th. Here's the pitch. This one bounces in the turf. And a great backstop there from Reese Palmer to get behind that. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now for Brody Lee. As here's the pitch. Comes swung, foul ball. Armseth still fighting a chance here to get on base. Doing everything he can. Two. Lee standing straight on the mound. Lifts the leg. Pitch comes. Swung on. Another foul ball popped up and out of play. Armseth is not going down with a fighting chance. Lee giving everything he's got. 2 down. Malmberg still stuck at third. Lee. Pitch comes. This one up high for ball 3. After a few foul balls later, we find ourselves full count with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. Here's Brody Lee. The next pitch. Swung on a miss. Strike 3. Brody Lee with the strikeout. And that will do it for the 6th inning. With some runners on the bases. Lee and the Hardhats defense holds off. So we'll take another break and we'll be back for the start of the 7th and last inning. right, ready here to start the 7th inning. A 10-4 lead for the Hardhats over the Troopers. And the leadoff hitter for Post 22 will be Reagan Koskin, followed by Reese Palmer, and then
Now
Jackson
hitting for the
Reader.
Hardhats, number 20, Regan Koskin.
Ready here for the first pitch of the 7th inning. This one will come down low, ball 1. So a 1-0 count for Koskin. Next pitch comes, swung on. This one fouls it. Puts it to even 1-1. One ball, one strike. Here's the pitch as this one comes up high for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to Reagan Koskin, the third baseman. He's had a single, a double, and a sac bunt in this night's game. Next pitch he sees goes for a strike. 2-2. Next pitch comes. Koskin swings into center field for a base hit. And he keeps it going as that
Now
is
batting for the
Koskin's
Hardhats, number
third base hit of the
12,
game.
catcher Reese Palmer.
And now this will be Reese Palmer. His last time up with a sacrifice fly. Palmer, he looks over to Coach Downs. He receives the call. Koskin on first with his leadoff. Waiting for the pitch. As Palmer pops this one high up. This one, the shortstop, he doesn't see it. The center fielder's under it, makes the catch. As that will be for the first out here of the top of the 7th inning. A lot of speed flying in to make that catch as the shortstop kind of backed off near the last second.
In for the Hardhats, number 3, Jackson Reader.
And now Jackson Reader here for his 5th at-bat of the game. Koskin still remains on first base. Here's the pitch. Reader swings this one. Ball into right field. It is caught for out number 2. So 2 down. Now this pulls up Blaine Hunt.
Now to bat, shortstop, number 13, Blaine Hunt.
As Hunt on his last at-bat, he flew out to right field. So quickly going over first, Koskin slides in safe, preventing from a pickoff there. Hunt takes a second outside the box. He comes right back in. And the first pitch he will see, swings it, pops it up, and that will be a foul ball out of play. So for the 0-1 count, Hunt re-enters the batter's box. Koskin still on first with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. That one is going to get a piece of Blaine Hunt. So he will be hit by pitch, and that will put runners on first and second. Koskin moves on. A third time a hit by pitch for Hunt here in both games. And Reader
Now
goes for
batting
4.
Wyatt Reader, number 7.
2 doubles and 2 singles for him on the night. First pitch he sees as this one will be a wild one. This one gets away, and that will advance runners from first and second to second and third. A dangerous hitter. Now Koskin at third and Hunt on second. Here's the next pitch, as that one is down low for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, with 2 outs. We saw the pop to center field from Palmer, and then the line to right field from Jackson Reeder, as Wyatt Reeder hits this one into left field. This one is under it and makes the catch for the 3rd and final out for the top of the 7th inning. So the Hardhats still holding on to that 6-run lead.
We head to the bottom of the 7th. Hardhats 10, Troopers 3.
So Brody Lee
4.
will remain on the mound here for the bottom of the 7th. As the batters up next for Sheridan will be Gunnar Lamb, followed by Will Greer, and then Blaine Phillips. Those are the 3 batters due up here for Sheridan. Brody, who entered 2 innings ago, as he's now looking to pitch for his 3rd inning. As we saw Broden Sales, we've only seen 2 different pitchers here for the Hardhats, Sales and Lee. The only 2 in the last game we saw Declan Mickley start, followed by Braden Staper, and then Sam Schroeder. Those were the 3 pitchers for game 1 of the doubleheader. We'll see who will start tomorrow for the 3rd game of the series at 11 a.m. against the Sheridan Troopers. So Lee getting in some of his final warm-up pitches. So we're getting ready here. Greer will start us off.
Now batting for the Sheridan Troopers, number 21, Will Greer.
So the infielders come together for the final inning to Brody Lee. So the first pitch for Lee, the right-hander to Will Greer. 1 for 3 on the day. First pitch, this one comes inside for ball 1. One 0 count to start. Lee gets ready here for the second pitch. Comes as this one is aimed for strike 1. So Lee evens to 1 ball, 1 strike to the first hitter for Greer, followed by Blaine Phillips and then Tanner Hamrick. Lee kicks and deals. Pitch goes into the turf first for ball 2. The release a little bit too early there, and it reached the plate. It bounced in the turf, then bounced into the chest there of Reese Palmer. 2-1. Lee has the pitch he wants. It comes. This one goes outside for ball 3. A 3-1 count. Here to Will Greer, the catcher, the number 1 man in the lineup for the Troopers. His next pitch. That one is in for strike 2. So full count here for the leadoff. In the bottom of the 7th inning. Hardhats still with a 10-4 lead. As this call that he got from Palmer. Here's the pitch. That one up and high for ball 4. So Lee will walk Greer. And this will bring
That
up
walk
Blaine
brings
Phillips.
up First baseman, number 16, Blaine Phillips.
Phillips with 2 groundouts and a walk today. With Greer now on first base. Lee. A look over on first. Here for his pitch. This one comes up high for ball 1. Starts off 1-0. Lee looking down the middle. Palmer with the call. Here's the 1-0 pitch. That one goes outside for ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs as the leadoff batter for the inning in Will Greer was walked. The first walk that Brody Lee has given up here in this game. Having 1 strikeout, 1 walk as he'll take a step here off the mound after looking over at Greer getting greedy with his leadoff. Lee back to it again with Phillips facing a 2-0 count. Pitch comes. This one is in for a strike. 2-1 now. Lee awaits. Looking over at the runner on first behind his shoulder. Here comes the pitch. Swung on. Got a piece of it for foul, so 2-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here for Blaine Phillips. Still with Greer on first base. Lee the delivery. Pitch comes, swung on, fouled off again. Still staying at a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Lee with the new ball following the foul. Palmer signaling him. He's got it. Quick look over on Greer at first. Here's the pitch. Swung on, popped up high. And this one, again, foul ball. That one just up and over from the Troopers' dugout. Still 2-2. As the umpire again runs out of spare balls. So he has to gather a few more here. Hardhats still looking for their first out here in the bottom of the 7th. Brody Lee, right-hander on the mound, facing the left-handed hitter in Blaine Phillips. And a quick time called here by Phillips. Brody Lee, another look at first. Here's the pitch. That one, it goes for ball 3. So full count here, just the second hitter in the 7th inning for the Sheridan Troopers. Lee, the 3-2 pitch. He delivers. This one was close and tight, that one for ball 4. So that will be back-to-back walks from Brody Lee.
Ball 4 brings up number 14, Cash Kula.
So Cash Kula will come in. So with runners on first and second, with no outs, Hardhats up by 6. Lee with the next pitch that he's going to throw. Here it comes. This one is in for strike. So start off for an 0-1 count. Lee set and ready. Looks at second. Stutter stepping closer to third. Lee looks back. Here's the pitch. This one is inside for ball one. So 1-1 now. Here to Cash Kula. Lee. The delivery 1-1 as that one gets a piece of him. So that puts bases loaded with no outs. As
Pitch.
manager
Loads
Downs
the
will
bases. Up next,
come out here
number
for a
13,
visit.
Aaron Bowers.
As Aaron Bowers will come in to hit next. So they will have a visit here on the mound. So they're going to keep Brody Lee in there with bases loaded with no outs. As Aaron Bowers, as he will come in to hit after Cash Kula was hit by pitch. So Lee following the visit from manager Downs. Here's the pitch. This one just comes a little outside for ball one. 1-0 count. Bases loaded. All base runners with the step from the base. A 1-0. Lee delivers. This one down the middle here for strike one. Hardhats still trying to find their first out here in the inning. The 1-1. Brody Lee. Pitch comes, Swan popped up, and that one for a foul ball. That will go to 1-2. Following the foul ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes here. Brody Lee here with the next pitch. It comes, Swan on a miss, strike 3. So that will be the first out as the second strikeout of the game for Brody Lee.
Up to
As Aaron
bat,
Bowers goes
number
out.
1, Dom DeStefano.
So Dom DeStefano comes in. A walk and a ground out. With bases still loaded. Here's Lee. First pitch to DeStefano. Counted for a strike. 0-1 start. As Palmer with the next call. Lee the pitch. That one down in the dirt, but Palmer with a good glove to get over there just in time. To prevent that one from going all the way to the backstop. So 1-1 here for DeStefano. Lee set up on the mound. Kicks and deals. Pitch again outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. As this is DeStefano, the second baseman, hitting. Lee the pitch. Down the middle for strike 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 down, bottom of the 7th. Up by 6 for post 22. Brody Lee. Here with the next pitch. It comes, swung on, fouls into the netting, and it will stay 2-2. DeStefano ready here in the batter's box. Brody Lee ready as well on the mound. Here for the pitch. Lee the 2-2. That one comes outside for ball 3. So full count with bases loaded. A walk would make it 5-10. Lee with the 3-2 pitch. 1 out. Bases are loaded. Lee. Swung on, fouled. And they stay alive. DeStefano has fouled twice here on his 3-2 count. Base runners still with their lead off their bags. Lee the 3-2. Here's the pitch. It comes, swung on a miss. Strike 3 for the second strikeout, and one more out with 2 down.
Up to bat for the Troopers, number 5, Axel Malmberg.
So Axel Malmberg had a double on his last at-bat. So Palmer giving them a sign. Here is Brody Lee at the mound. As Lee, the next pitch, it comes. In for a strike. 0-1. Hardhats are just 2 more strikes away from getting the Game 2 of the doubleheader victory after falling short in Game 1. Brody Lee. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Comes. That one just outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Malmberg back in the box for the left-handed hitter. Lee with his next pitch ready to go. Here it comes. That one inside. It's going to be counted for strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded in the bottom of the 7th. Brody Lee has been doing an amazing job pitching. 1 more strike from a win. So Lee waits. And a quick time here called by Malmberg. Trying to kill the momentum that Lee has right now. Here's Lee's pitch, the 1-2. Is that one for ball? So 2-2. That was close. Umpire says ball. Here's 2-2. Lee standing still. Here's the pitch. Ducks over the head. That one all the way to the backstop, and a runner will come from the wild pitch. So Sheridan makes it a 5-run.
That run makes it 10-5.
So we are now at full count. Brody Lee, the runner coming in to score from the wild pitch. And here is Brody Lee, the right-hander. Kicks the leg. Swung and missed. Strike 3. And the final score, 10-5. For the post 22 Hardhats. Brody Lee finished with back-to-back strikeouts there on the last 2. So both these teams, they split games 1 and 2. They will play tomorrow for the 3rd and final game of the 3-game series at 11 a.m. Mountain Time. That will be streamed here on Post 22 Hardhats TV. I want to thank you all for joining in. We will see you all tomorrow. This is Wyatt Simmons signing off. Good night.